Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Policy School online series. I'm Louis, and you're finally nearing the end of your journey into the world of policy making. So today, we'll be touching on one of the most fundamental aspects of your policy reports: language. The way your policy is communicated can play a pivotal role in how politicians respond to it. Ministers can be busy and impatient people, so your language needs to remain concise, clear, and to the point. It isn't necessary to be the next Charles Dickens or F. Scott Fitzgerald in the presentation of your policy. It's preferable that you avoid big, pretentious words and instead ensure that the previous advice is followed. It's important to keep in mind that policy writing can vary greatly depending on the intended audience, the type of policy report, and the organisation that someone is writing on behalf of. Above all, it's crucial to keep in mind your reader. Are you an activist think tank fighting for radical change? Or are you working on behalf of the government to peddle a political narrative? With the agenda laid out, let's get straight into it. Now, first of all, I'd like you to imagine something. You're a politician or a minister sifting through policy recommendations, and suddenly you come across one that's about housing policy. It reads, "In mine and my colleagues' school assessment, it is indeed paramount that our harrowed homeowners obtain fiscal assistance as a consequence of expeditiously accumulating mortgage expenditure." Apart from sounding like someone swallowed a thesaurus, this is dry, boring, and unlikely to catch anyone's attention. Here are some specific guidelines to follow when writing and formatting your policy. If it can be said in less words than you currently have, it should be. So goes the saying of George Orwell. Policy writing should maximise the amount of information you can convey with the fewest words possible. This underpins all other advice with regard to policy writing. It keeps the length of the document low and allows you to clearly signpost and present your document in an accessible way. Headings and subheadings are essential for organising and structuring your policy paper effectively. They provide a clear roadmap for the reader and help in navigating the document. Here are some tips for using these headings. Make sure your headings are descriptive and indicative of the content they produce. Use a hierarchical structure for headings to indicate the importance and relationship of different sections. Using primary headings and secondary subheadings is a good way to do this. Consistently format and style your headings to make them stand out from the body text, such as using bold or larger fonts. Be mindful of the number of headings you use. Too many can make the paper appear cluttered, while too few may not provide enough guidance for the reader. Well-structured headings and subheadings make it easier for readers to navigate your policy paper, locate specific information, and understand the paper's organisation. It isn't necessary for policy writing to be presented as paragraph after paragraph of information. Instead, we would encourage you to incorporate graphics, data, and photos to make things more exciting for the reader. For example, there's no need to avoid the use of bullet points or listing if you feel it helps to get your point across in a more efficient manner. Essentially, while it's important to be engaging in the presentation of your policy paper, you should also remember there's no need to try and impress the reader with your writing. Consider what the reader's looking for. They're not looking for an epic tale or gripping poetry. They're looking for a policy which can be used to create change. As such, feel free to use language to hook the readers in and persuade them that your policy is the right way to go. But don't compromise the principles established previously to ensure your policy is easily accessible and more likely to be picked up by powerful individuals. I'm conscious that many of you aspiring policymakers are likely to be or have been students, meaning you're likely to already have an experience of academic writing throughout your educational journey. It's important to remember a few essential features when you're writing. It's important to write in an active voice with a positive tone. We should always strive to use gender-inclusive language and avoid negativity. Academic writing and policy writing serve different purposes, and as policymakers, we need to avoid exclusive academic language and antiquated practices. Policy writing comes with experience and time, so find your voice and get practicing. All in all, the transition from academic writing to policy writing is important in making sure you are catering to the needs of your audience. Next time, tune into the online policy school for more guidance in your policy journey. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much and have a great day.